You won't believe what happened the day a stranger tried to take my children away from their own happiness. If you're a parent, or even someone who knows what love feels like, this story will stay with you long after it ends. Before I tell you what happened, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel, because what you're about to hear is a lesson about patience, courage, and standing up for your family even when the world tries to crush you. It was the first warm weekend after months of rain, and my kids, 8-year-old Lily and 10-year-old Noah, were practically glowing with excitement. They'd begged all week to swim in the new pool I had spent months saving for. Nothing fancy, just a clean, safe backyard pool where they could laugh, splash, and create those childhood memories every parent hopes their kids will hold on to forever. I stood by the patio, coffee in hand, smiling as their laughter echoed through the air. That sound alone made every sacrifice worth it. But peace never lasts long when someone decides your happiness threatens their control. Her name was Karen, or that's what the neighborhood whispered. She lived in the house behind mine and had gained a reputation for complaining about everything. Barking dogs, trimmed hedges, even the sound of people talking outside. Still, I believed everyone deserved kindness. I never imagined she'd target my children. The first sign of trouble was the sound of her back gate slamming. I turned to see her marching toward the fence with her phone already in her hand, lips pressed tightly together, eyes narrowed like she was walking into a battlefield. Lily and Noah stopped splashing, confused. I walked over calmly, hoping this would be nothing more than a misunderstanding. Your kids, she snapped, pointing at them like they were criminals, or trespassing. I blinked in shock. Trespassing? Ma'am, they're in our pool. This is our yard. She scoffed loudly. I know what I saw. Children in a pool they don't belong in. I've lived here 20 years and nobody had a pool until now. You people think you can just make noise and disturb my peace. Her words stung, not just because they made no sense, but because of the sharp emphasis, you people. The kind that screams judgment without proof. Before I could respond, she raised her phone to her ear. Yes, 911. I'd like to report 2 children trespassing and endangering themselves. Their parent is being aggressive. My heart dropped. My kids swam closer to me, fear heavy in their eyes. I told them not to worry, but inside I felt the familiar ache of injustice. How could a simple afternoon turn into a nightmare so quickly? Within minutes, sirens filled the air. 2 police cars pulled up, lights flashing. My kids climbed out of the pool, shivering, not from cold, but from fear. The officers approached calmly, but Karen stormed toward them first, her voice rising theatrically. There they are. Arrest them before something happens. The father refuses to control them. One of the officers gently held up his hand. Ma'am, please calm down. Let us assess the situation. I stepped forward, steady but furious inside. Officer, this is my home. This is my pool. My kids are just playing. Karen cut in again, waving her arms. He's lying. They're disturbing the neighborhood. They don't belong here. The officers exchanged a look, the kind people give each other when the truth is painfully obvious. One of them walked to the fence, examined the yard layout, looked at the property lines, and returned. Ma'am, the officer said, this pool is clearly on his property. There is no trespassing. Karen stiffened. What? No, I called you because. And, the officer continued, you falsely reported an emergency, which is a crime. Her mouth fell open. She dropped her phone. A crime. I was trying to protect. Protect who? The officer asked firmly. These children. From swimming in their own yard. Or your own need to control everything around you. It was the first time I saw fear flicker in her eyes. The officers stepped behind her, and when they gently guided her wrists together, she screamed. This is harassment. I am the victim. My kids watched silently. I knelt and hugged them, whispering, you're safe. You didn't do anything wrong. As the officers walked Karen toward the police car, she twisted back and yelled, this isn't over. But it was. For us, at least. After the cars left, the neighborhood felt peaceful again. My kids got back in the pool, but I could see how shaken they were. So I sat by the edge, legs in the water, and talked to them about life, how some people are hurt inside and try to hurt others, how doing the right thing isn't always easy, and how love is stronger than fear, stronger than anger, and stronger than any Karen in the world. They listened, and slowly, the splashes returned. The laughter returned. The sunlight sparkled on the water as if the world wanted to apologize for what happened. Later that evening, a few neighbors came by to check on us. Some apologized on her behalf. One woman said quietly, "You handled it with more patience than most people could. Your kids are lucky. But I think I'm the lucky one. Because even in moments when the world turns cruel, my children give me courage. Their innocence is a reminder that the future is brighter than the problems we face today. And that's why I'm sharing this story. Because maybe you've dealt with someone who tried to tear you down. Maybe you've been judged unfairly. Maybe you've had moments when standing up for yourself felt scary. But trust me, don't let anyone make you feel small in your own space. You deserve peace, happiness, and the right to protect what you love. If this story touched you, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Your support lets me share more true, powerful stories that can inspire someone out there who might be going through the same thing. Thanks for staying till the end, and remember, sometimes the loudest battles are won with calm voices, steady hearts, and the truth on your side.